Good night, David. We're dating ourselves now.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember those guys.
It's 8:40 right now. Welcome back to CWI. I'm Alive. Lou and Jackie here, of course, being joined by the one and only Larry Kotler. You see him twice every week on this program, talking sports. But today we're not talking sports, Mr. Kotler.
We are not.
We are a little bit. We're talking about a walk going on, but we are downright proud, along with Stivers Ford Lincoln, to salute wonderful organizations every single week. And today we're focusing on the lupus organization.
Exactly. We have the Walk to End Lupus now, which is coming up this Saturday.
This Saturday.
9 a.m., although Carla's going to give you all the details. She's the CEO and president. She's the bigwig. She's the head cheese.
Carla Dixon, of course, we're talking about.
Exactly
President,
right.
CEO of Lupus Foundation of America, Iowa chapter.
Right, but we're going to raising awareness and funds to help battle that mysterious illness known as lupus, which took my father when I was 4.5 years old. That's why I've been in, we've done this for the last 3 or 4 years, why I've been so fervently behind this organization.
And we've been behind you because of that very fact. And then more recently, my wife was diagnosed with lupus a couple of years ago. And so obviously more important to our family as well. So,
and you're our honorary chairman.
And I thank you for that.
Yes.
This is the second time, so we appreciate that. That is very cool that we're doing this.
And I feel like, Carla, being touched with people personal in my life and knowing those that are affected, I feel though I'm hearing the term lupus used more frequently. Are we understanding it a little bit more? Are we able to identify it a little bit more? Or is it still kind of like a question mark that you see in the logo?
It is. That's great that you're hearing more about it, because that means we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. But it's still a huge mystery. We don't know why. We don't know why people get it. There's so much research going on, but there's still a need to find out what's going on with it.
Well, let's talk about what we do know at this point. Even though it might be minimal, there has been steps in the right direction so that people can get the help that they need.
Yeah. Well, right now, we know that the symptoms vary with each patient, with each person living with lupus. It's very different, and it can come and it can go. So it's hard to diagnose. It's diagnosed different ways. It's diagnosed as different symptoms or different diseases a lot too. So,
and that's what takes the longest period of time.
Yes.
That's what took several years, in fact, for my wife to be diagnosed with lupus, is because they thought it was something else and they were treating something else. And then finally one of the doctors says, let's just try this. Let's just test for this. And lo and behold, that's what it was.
Absolutely. It's just such a tricky disease. There's no way to really know unless you partner with your doctor and you have a really great, plan and journal, keeping track of your symptoms too. That's a good way to do it.
You can have joint pain. You can have, for example, a rash is like a butterfly on your face. You could also have, for example, you have fatigue. You're just not sure what's going on, and that's why you just ask your doctor to check for it. No harm in that.
Is there a specific test? Like if you go in and say, I've been having these random symptoms, they just don't lead to anything specific, can I take the lupus test? Does that even exist?
You really need to partner with your doctor on that one.
To figure that all out, to get to that point.
Now, you mentioned that this disease is very, very bizarre. Again, bunch of different symptoms all under the umbrella of lupus, but you also mentioned that it comes and it goes, which is even more baffling to doctors too, because as you mentioned, you could be experiencing some symptoms and then the next time, the next week, nothing at all.
Exactly.
Which happens to Kathy a lot. She'll be fine, and then boom, it hits her.
Yeah, they call it flares. And like they say, when the flares come, they're terrible. I was talking to some people just yesterday saying she was in the hospital for 18 days because of this disease. So it's some people can function really well with it, and then once in a while when the flares hit, you're just down. And you don't look sick. That's the sad thing about it.
And you may not know you have it. That's the thing about it. You don't know that you have it or that somebody around you has it. But it affects more women than men, more African-American women than men. I know there are over 1 million cases worldwide. I know that from doing research, and hundreds of thousands. 1.5. And then here in the state of Iowa, we got thousands of people who are afflicted with this.
But we are doing something about it because, as Jackie mentioned, we are needing to raise some funds to help combat this illness. So what are we doing?
We're having a walk at Jordan Creek Town Center. Last year, your first year, unfortunately, we had to do it inside because of weather. But from what I understand, I talked to Taylor yesterday. He guaranteed the weather would be good this year.
That's okay. So now, if the weather is good, what are we going to do?
We're going to walk around the lake at Jordan Creek. We're going to walk around the lake, And we're going to have the punching pandas because we're
We
punching out
are.
lupus.
We're going to dance around the lake this year.
We are?
Yeah, we're
It's
going
the
to
panda
dance.
dance.
Panda
around the lake.
dance.
You and I are going to do the panda dance
Okay.
tomorrow, okay?
It's a deal.
All the way around the lake. We're going to put panda heads on, and we're going to dance around. We'll go over to
Okay.
We'll get some of those, and we'll be good to go.
There's also a raffle, and I'm
Yeah.
excited because I talked to all my sports buddies in town, and all the organizations, every single one in this town has contributed to that sports package as part of the raffle. I'm talking every team. I also have a Harrison Barnes autographed bobblehead doll. We also have on auction right now online at lupusia.org, we have a framed picture from the Principal Charity Classic 2016 with the autographs of every golfer on there, including John Daly.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I didn't hear about this.
Yes.
That's very cool.
lupusia.org, and you can bid on it.
And you can bid on that right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've been on right now.
Yep.
So we just, a lot of people have come together with some great packages. So check them out.
We have. We've been really, the community has been great to us.
All right, so if we want to come out this Saturday, where do we need to go? I know you said we're walking around the little lake that's
where
out
we
there, but where do we
gathering,
need to officially
That
go?
would be around the west side of Jordan Creek. As you're coming in off Jordan Creek Parkway,
Right?
just take a left into Jordan Creek, because that's where the lake is, if you
Okay.
know where the water is.
Just park near there.
Yeah.
Yes, just park near there.
Kind of
You'll find us.
PF
We'll have
Chang.
signs
Yeah,
up.
they have signs that they'll plant out front as to where
Kind
it
of
is.
towards the PF Chang side, you said,
Yep,
is
yep.
where you can hang out in registration. Can you register in advance, or do you just recommend
Yep.
it coming out that day?
Well, absolutely. If you want to not do some of the paperwork, definitely go to lupusia.org under events, and then you can either register as an individual or a team. You don't need any money to register. Otherwise, just show up the day of the event, and we'll get you taken care of.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Turn no one away.
No.
and Kyler, you're going to be there, obviously.
I'll be there.
So we'll look forward
I
to
will
that.
be
And
there.
then,
We're
these-
wearing panda cat.
We're going to look for some
panda.
panda heads here in the next couple of days. So we have a
Okay.
couple of days to find panda heads.
Okay.
So we can do the panda dance.
If you're not
around
wearing
the lake.
panda heads, make sure you wear
It's a
your
deal.
purple. It's kind of a
Yes.
universal
Very
color of showing support
deal.
because, as you said, besides raising funds, which we desperately need to do to continue the research and hopefully, yes, one day finding a cure or an understanding of this disease, but we want to bring awareness because so many
Yes.
people still don't know what lupus is all about. And even describing it this morning, it can be confusing.
It is confusing. It's just that's why our symbol is a question mark. It's just such a confusing disease.
Yeah, a
and
lot of
so
people
complex.
mistake rheumatoid arthritis for lupus.
Yes.
That's the most common one, from what we understand. So if you think you're traveling down that path and maybe some of the treatments aren't working, you might want to ask about this because this might be what you have. There you have it. All right, Kyler.
We invite Jackie to come out. I know it's early, but I don't know your schedule. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. But we'd love to have it if you could come out.
Thank you very much.
That's an invitation.
I will try to get it. We have multiple events that morning, so I will try and
understand.
make that part of it as well because I know it is very special. And when you can see a team of people, community come together, that can really make a difference. And if people do have questions about it, can you guide them in the right way if they either stop by the website and come see you on Saturday?
Yes, you can come by you can go to our website, lupusia.org. Otherwise, info@lupusia.org. You can email us there. Otherwise, just stop by. We'll be there early Saturday morning, ready to answer questions and have a good time.
There you go.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Well, thank
Thanks,
you for
guys.
Thank you
offering
so
up.
much.
Appreciate your time. We do. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. There.
You're okay. You do every year, and I appreciate it.
You got it.
All right.
It's just because we love you and would love to have
Yeah.
you come by.
We'll be there Saturday. Thank you, sir. All
Thank you,
Good
guys.
job. We'll
Thank
see you
you.
tomorrow. You coming up tomorrow, and
ya.
we'll talk sports tomorrow with the Cop Man. It is 8:49, and we will be right back. This is CW Iowa Live in West Des Moines.